Hi, friends and fellow Earth Angels. It's Gladys, and welcome back to another one of my weekly Sunday card readings. And this spread will start by covering June 5th through the 11th, or whenever you're guided to watch, as I always intend these to be timeless readings, meaning whenever this video shows up for you, that is the time that the messages are meant for you. Welcome, friends. I have been away for a few weeks. I have to be honest, I have opened up my calendar for in-office sessions, and I am running a full list of services. So I did put energy work and body work back on my calendar. I know that a lot of people have gone through big emotional shifts, and I have been really looking forward to being able to get back to body work, energy therapy such as Reiki, integrated energy therapy, magnified healing. I truly believe in body work and energy therapies, but it is a close contact service, so I have not felt comfortable opening up that on my calendar. I do now for the time being as we go into the summer. So, to be honest, I've been making adjustments in my energy, in my time. I am working with incredibly sensitive sessions. People have gone through and experienced a lot of loss. So honestly, I am just making an adjustment in my time, in my energy, in my services, and as much as I love being here doing these readings, I needed to take some time. So I am also adjusting in my personal life, and I'm trying to explore new ways of being able to connect with you, those that are on my email list, clients. I really want to do more live, in-person, online work. There's a lot of information that I've accumulated over the years. I prefer to do it privately instead of a public platform like YouTube. I really want to interact with people who are on the spiritual path, who are growing and doing the inner work. And honestly, as a quadruple Cancer, I really want to just protect my energy and the energy of others. So I am exploring options and avenues to be able to interact with you live. That just requires, a different level of time and energy and structure. I typically don't like to do anything unless I can commit to it. And so this is where I'm making adjustments in my calendar. So thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your patience. Again, things are changing for me, which is great. That's what growth is. So I just want to let you in. I know there are a bunch of you, at least 100 of you, who tune in every week. And I'm so grateful for that. But I would love to engage with you all over the world. I mean, I've been reached out to people from Sweden and London and Canada, and it's really awesome to be able to be expanded across the globe. It's really fun. So I'm trying to find ways that we can actually connect, and I can share the knowledge and wisdom that I have to support you in a more contained private space. So that's what's going on with me. This week, I want to share a reading with the Archangels. We have entered the phase of the new moon in Gemini, and we are also working with Mercury direct. So Mercury went direct on June 3rd. And we're going to feel the effects of that for another couple weeks, but it won't be as intense as it was last week or the end of last week. So the new moon in Gemini is a time to really look at how you're coming across, how you're being perceived, your message, because the new moon in Gemini came in when Mercury was retrograde, it did bring up a lot of like miscommunication. It brought up a lot of stuff for people who are making adjustments in how they appear in the world or what their belief systems are. I am working with a lot of people who are doing deep inner work. So who they and myself were just even 2 months ago has evolved and shifted. So I have really been personally exploring how to present myself in an authentic way to share the knowledge and wisdom I have while still evolving, while still learning, while still growing, right? Because I know we're all in different stages. So this is a great energy to call in new ways of communicating, new ways of sharing your message, new ways of connecting with yourself and your loved ones. So again, I always come from the approach of being open and receptive to the divine wisdom in action, inspired action, and moving forward, which requires stillness, pause, rest, silence, right? Surrender in that space. So I still encourage soul work. So this week I want to connect with the angels to give you some guidance and support in that energy. I will be working with the Archangel Oracle cards to start. We'll pick an angel for the week, and then crystal angels will come for our message of healing. Our action steps this week will come from the Angel Power Wisdom cards. What you're being gifted with this week will come from healing with the angels, and the overall message of love will come from the secret language of light. All right, let me open up space, inviting in all your guardian angels and guides, the archangels, the ascended masters, the divine mother and father, and all their holy beings of light that would like to assist with this guidance for us this week. I'd like to connect my heart to the heart of the archangels in this oracle card deck. And I'm going to ask that the messages that come through be for our best and highest good and the best and highest good of all concerned. All right, let's see here. Archangels, what angel wants to work with us this week, June 5th through the 11th? June 5th through the 11th. What's the most important angel we want to hear, see, feel, and know this week? Let's go with this one. All right, let's begin. Ooh, Archangel Jeremiel. His message says, overcoming difficulties. The worst is now behind you and you are surmounting any previous challenges. You know, I just keep getting the message to have fun with life. And to be honest, last weekend was a long weekend for many, and that's what I did. I socialized with friends and family and really embraced in sunshine and fresh air and friendships and laughter. And it was just really great. And so I feel like Jerry's message is so fitting. So I call Archangel Jeremiel Jerry. I do have a podcast about Archangel Jerry. I can link that in the notes below this video if you're interested in learning more about him. I do plan on doing more work on Insight Timer. So if you have not joined Insight Timer, I absolutely will. I have to say they are phenomenal to their teachers. They are phenomenal. There are phenomenal teachers on there, meditators. There's quality information all over the world. So I will link my podcast for Archangel Jerry in the notes below if you want to learn more or listen to that podcast. Anyway, I think this is so fitting because Jerry is saying the worst is behind you. You know, we can continue. Remember, this inner work, this spiritual journey that we're on is lifelong. And I have to say, I have been deep diving into my shadow work, deep diving into my inner work, my spiritual work, deep into my inner child work and my past and healing from past relationships. I've got a lot of karma in relationships and my body for at least 3 years now. And that has kind of subsided. And I am moving forward in not so much intense, deep inner work. Obviously, I know I will always be on that space, but I'm feeling now it's time to have fun, that it's time to enjoy what life has to offer. I enjoy my work, I enjoy my clients, I enjoy my honey, I enjoy my friendships, my honey being Nick, I enjoy just my own space, my apartment, and I'm really embracing the present moment. And I just feel like this is a wonderful message for Jerry to come in. If you see the wings here are completely spread out. It's time to fly. And I just feel like I just keep hearing the words, enjoy the fruits of your labor. And if there is, and I have to say, so many of you have been absorbing information. You have been guided to deep dive into deep soul work, which is wonderful. And now I feel like going forward, enjoying your life. If there are things that come up, maybe there are triggers, maybe you're activated, maybe you're hot. I feel like so many of you have come to the point where you understand where that comes from, or you've got tools and ways to learn and evolve and grow in that, and even communicate, which I believe this new moon in Gemini is supporting you. I feel this is what's happening. This is what I need. This is what works for me. As you say that to the divine and the people around you, right? Your coworkers, your family, your friends, your partners, and so on and so forth. So being able to enjoy that, trusting in the energy that if there is something for you to work through, you'll be able to do that in the moment. So I love this message. It is very like the dark days are behind us and now we're moving forward. Remember, we have a choice in this. So we can continue to immerse ourselves in the drama and the tension and the fear, right? That could be all around you. I think I'm thinking of Psalm 93 in this point. Psalm 93 is one of my favorite Psalms, and it just talks about God protecting you, that no matter where you are, no matter how bad it looks, God has got your back, and he will take those lions and those tigers and he will reduce them to cub size, right? And that thousands will fall at your side and the angels are protecting you, right? So remember, we are the beacon of light and love, capital light and love for this world. So how can you go out and shine your light and enjoy your life, right? Knowing that God has your back 1000%. I think this is why prayer is so important. I believe this is why meditation and connection with the divine, working with guides like angels and the keepers of the light and the spirit animals and the ascended masters, archangels, guardian angels. I believe, so many of you have been working with these guides, these beings. It's so powerful because now as you go forward and enjoy your life, you will be a beacon of light. You don't have to be a beacon of light to get something, right? You're filled up to overflowing with this light and love, and all that is a vibrational match to that is a byproduct of the work that you've been doing, right? So I just encourage you to laugh this week, enjoy your life, right? You've been working towards this inner peace, and that is true wonderful work, is being able to be at peace regardless of what's going on around you. And that peace is that deep knowing that God has your back 1000%. And if there's adversity, if there's challenge, if there's difficulty, if there's discomfort, there's uncertainty, there is a way for you to lean into it, right? And learn and grow and evolve with the divine, which lessens the impact and speeds up the recovery process. All right, so crystal angels. Archangel JEREMIEL, what message do you have for us with regarding our healing, the Earth Angels healing this week? what can they do to support their healing, and what crystal would like to work with the Earth Angels this week. So I'm going to take 2. We have Be Gentle with Yourself, Rhodochrosite. So this is my absolute favorite stone. I have a heart of Rhodochrosite, and it is an energy of love. It helps you with self-love, self-understanding. It's just a very nurturing pink stone. And so the message here says, be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. See? So we have a theme going on here, right? That's why I feel like you've been doing a lot of quote unquote work. Maybe it's not physical work, maybe it is, but a lot of you have been doing a lot of energy work, deep diving into the shadow, into the discomfort, the adversity, the challenges. And I feel like Archangel Jerry is encouraging this week to take a time out, to take a retreat, to take some vacation time. And that could be a staycation, that could be a time out from the digging. It could be, again, reconnecting with friendships. And so being gentle with yourself is a level of nurturing, right? It's a level of kindness, a level of support that if you are still growing and making mistakes, and there's appearance of failures, really it is learning, right? It's all learning. And so to be gentle with yourself, being compassionate, that it takes time to get something perfected, right? It takes time to learn something. If you think about our traditional education system, there is room for growth always, right? There's chapter reviews, there's midterm exams, and there's final exams. There's lots of opportunities to make sure that the information you're getting is settling in and you're learning it, right? If you think about the math table, like the multiplication tables, there's a reason why teachers in our traditional education system give sheets and dittos and practice, because you learn from those things, right? And this is what's been happening at least the last 3 to 5 years that I have been aware of. Obviously, we've been at this for eons, but the intensity of it the last couple of years has try again. That didn't work. Oop, you're 1 number off. Go back, make an adjustment, and learn from it, right? So it has felt like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, 1 step forward, 5 steps back. And I feel like Jerry is saying to be present with it, to honor the experience, and really embrace the wisdom that's coming from the experiences that you've had. So the other message this week is Opal. Oh, Opal. So I have a friend who is giving out names on our Sedona retreat, and my nickname was Opal, and it's an awesome stone. It says, let yourself sparkle and shine, right? Again, I was just talking about this in the intro, that we are a beacon of light, and when you're joyful, Full, when you're peaceful, when you're empowered, when you're full of light and embracing the present moment, you radiate, you shine. And I feel like the divine is reminding you to feel that, see it, let it in, because all that having it all, quote unquote, right, is a byproduct of the wholeness that you've been working towards, right? The balance of masculine, feminine, the balance of stillness, pause, rest, and action, the balance of the yin and yang. You've really been working towards self-discovery, care of self, love of self. And I feel like this is a byproduct of that. So if you have Opal, embrace it. Opal is the stone of October. So it's Libra energy. It's the stone of October. So the message here says you are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world, right? I'm just hearing the words laugh and play and sing and dance. I can do those things with myself and others. I certainly can have a grand old time with myself. I think I'm hilarious behind closed doors, but that's just me. But that's because I have a better understanding and a respect and a care of self, and it gives me the opportunity to explore different parts of my personality that I may not have had I been worried about what people think, what they feel, external people pleasing. And that's so much of the Earth Angel work that you've been doing. So how can you embrace the essence of who you are now outside of the hats that we wear, right? Coworker, teacher, friend, daughter, son, uncle, father, all those roles that we play. So have some fun this week is what I keep getting. All right, Jerry, action steps. What action steps can the Earth Angels do to support their healing this week? What action steps can they take? And I should put in a disclaimer. I am recording this on June 3rd, the day Mercury goes direct. I had a little kerfuffle last night with a computer auto reply system, and there has been some miscommunication. So if I misspeak here, let's maybe I say May instead of June, please know that I'm really trying to be mindful of being grounded and aware of everything that I'm saying. But if I misspoke in any way, please forgive me. All right, Jerry, action steps. What action steps can the Earth Angels do this week to support their healing? Action steps. I like these cards. They're nice and slippery. All right, so let's take these. Distractions. It says control your thoughts and actions to help you stay focused. So again, if you're deep diving into anything that's drama, anything that is not fueling you with empowerment and love, maybe just being mindful of what is fear-based and what is love-based, and being able to divert your attention on anything that might consume and suck you in, right? That could be foods, it could be other people's experiences, it could be worldly challenges, right? We heal the world by healing ourselves, right? From the inside out. And as you do that and you feel good, the people around you feel good. And when they feel good, the people around them feel good. When they feel good, the people around them feel good. And so, and so on and so forth. So I would be mindful of things that are taking you away from true love, right? And I don't necessarily mean that in romantic partnerships, but how can you redivert your attention and laugh and play and sing and dance, right? So be mindful of distractions this week. That is an action step you can take. Let's see if I can move these over a bit. And release. I love it. Let go and focus on what is positive and uplifting, right? So being mindful, being present with anything that may be pulling you away from your divine mission. It is really easy. Remember, you're human. You are human. You are 100% human. You are 100% divine. And I can't help but think about Jesus flipping tables on the tax collectors. You know, he did it. He was passionate. He comes from a fierce protecting of compassion and honor of all people, and he saw people who are not in their integrity and taking advantage of good people, and it really riled him up, right? And that's a story, and we see that story, a story like that in so many different spiritual philosophies, because why? We are human, we're on this earth for a reason. So if we can learn from that, if you can revitalize yourself from quote unquote going there, recognizing it and noticing how it feels in your body so that you're more apt to shift it. This is that part of going out into the world, enjoying your life, and being able to disengage from anything that is pulling you in that is not like-minded, that it's not mutually supportive, that is not fueling you in a positive, uplifting, joyful way. So the messages are here, being able to release it to Jerry. Jerry is the angel that helps Jerry is the angel that helps us with life review if we have experiences coming up, or there's some unforgiveness or some harboring grudges and such. Jerry is the angel that we call upon to help us look at and ask, what have I learned from this situation? Who am I because of it? And how can I move forward from it, right? Being able to forgive the situation, being able to learn from it is forgiveness, right? Forgiving the forgiveness isn't necessarily forgiving that person or the experiencing them that was okay, but it's like, I've learned from this and now I'm going to move forward from it, and the energy frees up. That is just energetic forgiveness, being able to move forward, right? Not necessarily, I forgive you. That's a big challenge for a lot of people, but when you can transcend the energy, when you can transform it, when you can revitalize your system with it, it naturally releases. And then all that which comes in your life is more in alignment with your true self, right? With your genuine, high vibrating energy. And I've said this many times often, and I will keep saying it: when you expand and you grow in this positive, uplifting energy, when you sparkle and shine because you're practicing the care of self, the love of self, you're learning from your past, as you expand in that light and love, capital L, capital light, capital love, L for love, you will push out anything that's not a vibrational match. So during these big growth spurts, energetically, people, places, things, and ideas will come and go. It's really hard to attach to things right now, because if you are attaching to things right now, as it leaves your life, it becomes really painful, right? So Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. wrote a book called I think it's the 5 Levels of Attachment, or the 5, it's about attachment. There's 5 stages of attachment, and it's phenomenal work. So if you're in a place where it's hard for you to move forward from people, places, things, and ideas, where maybe you're ruminating on things that may not have worked out, or stuck on things and you're on a loop, that book is a phenomenal book. I believe it's the 5 Levels of Attachment. He's got some phenomenal books about self-awareness. He's got some books about love. Obviously, Don Miguel Ruiz and the 5 Agreements. I'm a big Ruiz fan, and the Toltec philosophies. It really is practical work, and it's really easy to understand, and it's so relatable. So I feel like if you are challenged in these areas, being able to learn from people who've been there, people who understand, and these philosophies are ancient. They've been around for a long time for a reason. So if you are feeling this way and having a hard time with this, right, or feeling in its difficulties and struggling releasing and really wanting to move into this space of healing, being able to go to those who can support you and understand, so that you can explore and grow, is a wonderful thing. So again, I highly recommend Don Miguel Ruiz, his son Don Miguel Ruiz Jr., and the Toltec philosophies. Obviously, you can find a ton of it online as well to support you. What you're being gifted with this week. What you're being gifted what you're being gifted with this week. Jerry, what are we being gifted with this week? As we heal, take these action steps to heart, what are we being gifted with? Playfulness. Oh, this is just what I was channeling in the beginning of my reading. Sometimes people fast forward till when I get to the cards, but I do channel right from the beginning. And I think channeling in the beginning before I have pulled cards, and then it all unfolding and coming out, is just awesome. Like, it just really seeds in there. So if you thought I was just, being in a mystical, airy-fairy space when I opened. Here we go, right? This is the backup of that energy. I think it's so beautiful. Angels, it's just so good. This is why I love working in this energy so much. It is really, truly loving energy. And I believe this is why so many of you show up every week, because you feel that love, you feel that support. And I think it's so wonderful that you're nurturing yourself in this way, because as you take this beautiful energy in, it fills you up, you're shining your light, and you're going out and you're reminding the world of the love, the light, the peacefulness that exists already within us. You are a reflection of that energy, right? And again, that energy can certainly bring out other people's pain, and that's very common. It's very normal, and this is how we comfort, support, teach, and inspire others, by living our best life, sharing your story, sharing what works for you, right? It's kind of the new way of healing. Instead of being told what to do, we're on this path of care of self, love of self, discovery, which is wisdom that comes from experience. This is why you Earth Angels are so powerful. And I know so many of you, myself including, have been kind of under the radar. We've been kind of like hibernating while things unfold in the world. A lot of what we've seen in the world the last 3 or 4 years was really a reflection of some inner work that Earth Angels have been doing since 2013, and it's all flushing out. It really is a beautiful cycle. It really is a beautiful experience to watch when you're conscious, right? And this is why I was talking about in the beginning of the recording that I'm finding I'm working with learning technology, new ways to connect with you. What are my best options outside of like mass social media, and working with private organizations to be able to reach you, because I would love to hear your questions. I would love to be able to share the wisdom I have, but again, to people who want to be there, right? Who want to show up, who are doing the work, and who are understanding the Earth Angel journey. So playfulness, right? Having fun with life. And then what else you're being gifted with this week is, oh my God, surrender and release. We have release twice here. So again, we can continue to move forward, carrying the hows, the whens, the what ifs, the whys, the burdens, the crosses to bear, or we can give it to Jesus, or we can give it to the divine, or we can give it to Angel Jerry, right? And so I'm feeling maybe starting off your week, or whenever you're watching this, being able to take that energy and imagine like lifting it off your body. This is one of the reasons that I wanted to open up my calendar to body work, because this is what body work and energy art therapies do. Now, friends, there are some incredible Earth Angels out there who are working in areas of massage, Reiki, integrated energy therapy, magnified healing. If you are not local here in Rhode Island, please explore other practitioners, holistic health practitioners in your area. You will be guided to someone who is a vibrational match to you, right? I encourage you to ask questions, have a session. You can certainly experience different types of energy, see what works for you, but this body work can significantly help, and you don't have to do it on your own. One of my favorite things is clients that come in and they lay on my table. I have a table that I got in 2016. So it's like, 16 years old? 15 years old? I can't do the math. I'm so deep in right brain right now. A left brain, it's like when I go over to do math, it's like hitting a speed bump that you didn't know was there. That's what my brain does. Anyway, I have had thousands of clients on the table, and my favorite thing is to watch them settle in and their body relax, and the energy that their body's been holding on to give them wisdom to support them just dissipates. It's phenomenal. And clients feel great too. So really, if you can co-create that energy with somebody in your area, there are so many holistic health practitioners that have been doing really great inner work, and they're there to support you. I work with the psycho-spiritual therapists who are integrating the spiritual and body work into their traditional therapeutic practices. So it's out there. The whole industry is evolving, and that which is not a vibrational match is being flushed out, and those who have been in it, who've been doing their inner work, are really shining right now. So release and surrender. Get back into this playful gentleness where you'll sparkle and shine. Oh, I love it. This is so great. Let me finish up here. I'm going to ask, what is the overall message of love this week? What is the overall message of love? I talk about that, and I have this ring right here that I got in Sedona. It has X's and O's on it. Oops, it has X's and O's. So that's what I'm imagining right now. What hugs and kisses does the Divine One offer you this week in a message of love? From the Secret Language of Light. Oh, there's two here, so we'll take them. It's just the theme. I guess we got two. Okay, so the message is here is wellness. Card number 6, right? Number 6 is the energy that connects with creativity. It connects with family, home, community. It connects with inner self-love and self-care. So I feel like the overall message of love this week is wellness, right? And so this is why we do this, right? Is to feel well on the inside. I love we got the sword here. So the sword is a symbol for me of the Archangel Michael, right? And we have the energy of the heart around it. So know that as you're doing your spiritual divine work, right? Archangel Michael is protecting you, supporting you, as well as the Archangel Jeremiel is helping you gain the wisdom from past experiences, so that you can evolve, so that you can grow, so that you can move forward in play, right? And sparkling and shining. And then final message here is nothing has gone wrong. Again, you see how I was talking about the journey of wholeness earlier, and the yin yang, the balance of masculine and feminine. And remember, it's an integrated energy. We all have those energies within us. It's not about being masculine or being feminine. It's how do we understand both those energies, and we harmonize those in whether you're masculine dominant or feminine dominant, whatever it may be, is being able to understand those energies and being able to harmonize those within you, where they're integrating and they're working together, right? It's not either or, this or that. It is a harmony of the and. We're masculine and feminine, and those energies are shaking hands. They are agreeing to work together. That is the journey of wholeness, right? When we get too much in our mind about it, it becomes really complicated, right? And it's about, am I doing this wrong or am I doing this right? Is this positive or this is negative? And I feel this is a wonderful finalization of this reading, saying nothing has gone wrong. It's a message that I talk about so often, that it's all learning, it is all growing, right? So this is a phenomenal message for Jerry to finish with. And again, it's card number 7. 7 to me is the inner, it's the feminine energy, it's the inner, it's the shadow work, right? And the more you do that deep dive in to explore and understand and are able to release those people, places, things, and ideas who played the role of shadow teacher in your life, those where you learn through adversity and pain and challenges, you have a deeper sense of love for the pain that they must have been in, or that they must have gone through, or the difficulties that they were in, right? To display the projectile low vibrational energy, right? Remember, we're taking part in that to some degree, right? There's a level of learning and being able to evolve and grow past that. This is a lot of the coaching work that I do, is being able to revisit the past with clients in a supportive, open space where we can explore things from different angles. And then they take in what resonates, right? And dumps the rest. So the healing is accelerated. It's like a slingshot forward, right? And so this is the philosophy. Nothing has gone wrong. It's all learning, evolving, and growing through shadow teachers, through uncertainty, through discomfort, challenges, adversity. So I love this. And this is the journey to wellness. I love it. Well, I don't know where to put this. I'm just going to put it here. All right. Well, I would encourage you to pause this video and just maybe digest the overall messages. See where you're at. Are you in this space, right? Freeing yourself from distractions, releasing, surrendering. Are you being able to recognize that you're moving forward in this space? And can you get into this wellness, playfulness, sparkle, gentle? And really, it's just a matter of being open. God, show me. Open it up for me. Show me what wellness looks like. Show me what gentleness looks like. Show me what sparkling and shining looks like. And you may see it in the world. And you being able to take that in, more of this in my life or something even better. All right. Well, I always love doing these. Again, I thank you for your patience. And it looks like a heart right here. I don't see it on mine, but I see it on my screen. And it looks like a heart. That's cute. Anyway, thank you for your patience. Thank you for understanding. We're all evolving and growing. I love putting out these messages for you. Like I said, I am just kind of working through time adjustments and a different schedule and honoring being gentle with my own self as I work with people that are really going through deep emotional experiences. So I am sending you love. I want to close space thanking all the guardian angels and guides that supported us, the archangels, the ascended masters, specifically Archangel Jerry, the divine mother and father, and all their holy beings of light that assisted as well, of holding space for us. And I'm going to ask that any healing that was started continue for as long as it needs to be done. And so it is. All right. Well, if you're local and you want to book an appointment with me, my calendar is open with a full list of services. I am still offering very select time slot for video chat. So if you are not local and still would like to check in with some divine guidance, some life purpose work, or maybe connecting with loved ones, if you're having a hard time releasing and surrendering some unresolved grief, mediumship sessions are phenomenal for that. I do have limited time that I'm going to keep on my calendar for that. And I am teaching again. I have a Reiki 1 and 2 training in July. I have an integrated energy therapy on the calendar in August. Please check my website. The registration links are now open. I did send emails to everyone that was on my wait list who was asking about classes. Please check your spam folders. For some reason, everything has changed and my emails are going to people's spam folders. So if you are on my wait list, please check your spam folder. If not, you can just go to GladysEllen.com and you can register. Those classes are filling up. So I think my Reiki class is half full at this point, and I do have about 4 or 5 spots left in the IET trainings in August. So if you're interested in that, please go check those links out and book it. And that's it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being present. I think I'm going into my 3rd year of doing these videos. I think August marks my 3rd year doing these videos. So thank you so much who have been following along, who have been present. I love you. God loves you so much. Trust in the divine, trust your intuition, and I send you love with heavenly hugs. Bye for now.